Live from the Scheinfeld Center Innovator Studio at Santa Barbara City College. It's the 12th annual Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge, and this is the high school tier edition. My name is Julie Sampson, Director of the Scheinfeld Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and thank you for joining us here to support student entrepreneurs who will share their best business ideas as they compete head-to-head in pursuit of cash awards. The finalists for this competition were selected by independent judges based on the students' business plans, and now they'll present their 8-minute pitch to a panel of esteemed judges who will determine the first, second, and third place winners. So this competition welcomes student finalists from 4 Santa Barbara County high schools: San Marcos, Anacapa School, Santa Barbara High School, and Cabrillo High School. The Scheinfeld Center is so pleased to host this competition for these finalists and support the great work that your educators are doing at the same time. Of course, we couldn't do any of this without the support of everybody at SBCC, without the high schools and their amazing entrepreneurship programs and educators, our partners and sponsors, and the mentors that come in as judges to give support to the students who are showing up here today. So thank you to everyone who has a hand in this. And a great example of this support is our panel of esteemed judges, who I'd like to introduce right now. Their extended bios I provided in the description below the video. And so here I'm just going to briefly introduce each judge. First, we have Lily Munoz, who is founder of Colibri Handmade. We have John Harmon, founder of Oil Slick Beach Tar Remover and also Stingless Adhesive Remover. John is also an SBCC alum and former winner of the New Venture Challenge. And we have our long-standing mentor and judge, John Richardson, founder and CEO of Amazon Stores for You, as well as a long-standing mentor for the Santa Barbara chapter of SCORE. So thank you, all of you, for serving as judges at our competition. It's great to have you. Let's go ahead and talk about our agenda. It's going to be a tight agenda. Each finalist will present their 8-minute pitch, followed by 2 minutes of Q&A, with the judges asking clarifying questions. So it isn't a time for providing feedback, but rather asking questions that will help them do the judging. 2 minutes generally gives each judge the time for one question. So we ask the judges to work equitably to share the Q&A time period. The judges will proceed to a deliberation of about 15 to 20 minutes, determined by our timing that we have left in a Zoom breakout room. And we will keep the live stream going for our audience. And then the judges and finalists will convene in Zoom, and the judges will announce the awards and give a bit of feedback to the winners. As we proceed, we encourage all of our viewers to support these students who are putting it on the line. We have linked Instagram posts to posts about their venture, and you can like and leave positive comments there. And also in the YouTube chat, you're able to leave positive comments and support there. So to each and every one of the finalists, we wish you so much success today. And while only 3 teams will place today, everybody is a winner in terms of this milestone that you have completed. And also, we want to thank all of you, because all of us are going to go home richer in the entrepreneurial spirit because of you. And so with that, we are going to go ahead and welcome our first finalist. So joining us is Isabella Rose of Timeless Events from San Marcos High School.
Well, hello. Thank you for hearing our pitch today. We're Timeless Events. My name's Isabella.
I'm Gabriella.
So the problem, we have noticed that many parties have become work and no fun for the hosts and planners. Our hope is to relieve their stress and help them enjoy their occasions. Hosts often spend the evening running around and making sure everything is going smoothly when they should be enjoying their own party with their friends and family. Our company would ease that stress and help the hosts enjoy where they're at.
Our solution, throughout our planning process, we will be spending a lot of time in communication with the host in order to get a good picture of what they want for their event. As timeless events go through our planning process, we will get an inside look at the client's idea and their processes in order to ensure that we create the event to be the easiest it can be for their needs. Our simple solution is to provide an easy, stressless event in order to help entertainers through an easy process that won't disrupt their already busy lives.
So on the next slide, our market and consumer analysis. Our market is relatively small. In Santa Barbara, there are only two main competitors, and this is La Vie Events and KB Events. But we have separated ourselves by not focusing on just weddings. We specialize in more specific events.
And on the next slide, our target customers are just going to be women ages 20 to 60, and in general, just really busy people that don't have time to enjoy and plan a full event. So yeah, we just want to make it easier to enjoy it.
So our first step is to meet and talk with our client. Communication is key in our line of work, and we want to get the right theme and idea from our host in order to execute the plan well.
Our second step is to talk to our vendors. Our client makes small decisions, and we reach out to our vendor list to get things all ready for them.
For this third step, on the day of prep, we oversee the setup to cleanup process, as well as during the party. We help everything go smoothly while our host enjoys the party.
And our last step is we follow up after the event. We make sure everything was to our host's liking and that they were able to enjoy their party. The next slide is a quote from one of our hosts. It says, "I've always struggled with balancing the joy of the party with the worry over the next thing happening. I love that Timeless Events provides an easy, worryless planning process and helps the event flow seamlessly."
So yay, our hosts have a blast enjoying their parties as well as hosting, and we give you the credit.
This is our pricing. We have different services that we kind of get to outline a little bit here. Our usual events, what we're specializing in, are going to be our birthday parties, dinner events, and themed parties.
So our cost simplified is split up into two sections, the planning and the utilities. For the planning, we charge a commission fee for our efforts and the whole planning process. This includes at least 2 meetings with the host and a follow-up appointment. For the utilities, our decor is part of our costs, so we need to build our storage while also planning events. Growing our vendor list will also be another cost, as well as rentals.
All right, and the next slide you'll see is a table, and it just kind of outlines our estimated kind of standard prices. This is going to vary depending on the size of event. So you can see our standard package. It's going to be at least $1,500 for most events. Birthday parties tend to get a little bit more expensive. Out of that, we will be getting $750 in profit, and that's our commission just for our efforts. The standard package is going to just include us giving the client a vendor list and all of our tools that we use, and they're going to be reaching out and communicating with the vendors. And then next to that is our premium package, which is a little bit more expensive. We're going to be making at least $1,750 in profit. And that's going to be all of the details. We will be communicating with vendors. We're going to be communicating with just everything, getting everything together for our clients to have just enjoy the party. So all they have to do is show up and take all the credit, and it's just going to be a beautiful event. And then our event size, it just depends. It's more going to cost more for the vendors than us. So that's just an included price. So yeah.
And that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
First of all, your business idea is amazing. I personally need it. Okay, and my question is, where do you plan on promoting your service?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of word of mouth, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Since we're like doing parties, there's going to be a lot of people around. So we expect that like the people who attend the parties, they will enjoy the event, and then they'll maybe think, oh, maybe I want them to plan my next party, or maybe I'll refer them to someone else, say, oh, this party was so great, these people planned it, you should hire them.
Yeah,
Or-
and also social
yeah,
media.
a lot
We're
of social
looking
media.
Instagram, especially because our target customer is going to be a little bit younger. That's another way that we'll be marketing.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Sounds great. Thank you.
My question was, are you doing more mobile events? Like, are you showing up to somebody's house and taking care of the parties for them? Or is this more, you're going to have a location and the party's at that location and you've got storage and a kitchen?
Yeah. No, that's awesome. So our plan is mostly to do it where the client wants, because it's kind of easier. It's cheaper for them as well.
Mhm.
Just keeping it simple. And if they would like to have a like a venue, that would be included in our vendor list.
So walk me through the process. Somebody calls and said, I have a party I'd like to put on for 20 people. Walk me through how you come up with a base price for
Yeah.
them. They'll know that they want to take the next step.
Yeah, for sure. So our pricing is just going to be like, they get to kind of choose the package that they want to use. The standard package, that's kind of our cheapest option just as of now, because that's just us providing with our planning services, and we're going to be giving them all of our contacts that they can use and just helping them. We'll have like a checklist for them to go through and a timeline. So we'll be helping them with that. Just making sure they have every detail that they need. And then this premium package, if they were to look forward to the premium package, we'd be like, oh, okay, so here is what we will do for you. We want to meet with you and hear about what you would like out of this party. And then we're going to go through decorations and kind of like an idea board with them. And then we'll go ahead and confirm with vendors with their permission.
And that's our time, ladies. Thank you so much. Apology. It seems like we had technical difficulties on both ends.
So
Sorry.
But we'll make it work. Yeah, good job. Okay,
Thank you,
so
guys.
you can go. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Chloe, and I am the team leader for a coffee delivery service called CoffeeJet. CoffeeJet founders have found a new and innovative way to deliver coffee in a fast and efficient manner and make it coffee easily accessible to everyone. Our company is a coffee delivery service that would be utilized through a subscription, and CoffeeJet delivers the coffee you love straight to your door daily. The idea of CoffeeJet would be that we would partner with large coffee companies, and we, through eco-friendly trucks, we would deliver the coffee to your door, and you would have up to 12 hours before the delivery time to change it or cancel it. And the trucks would also be included with a mini kitchen installed, which wouldn't be used unless necessary, but would be there. We have a mission, vision, and a company goal, which all really just comes down to getting the coffee that you love in a fast and innovative way. Our ideal partners would be Starbucks, Dutch Bros, Dunkin' Donuts, and possibly more in the future. We are asking for a $20K investment, and here's why. For our revenue funnel, we have separated it into 4 main sections, which is advertisement and marketing, insurance, training emergency, and the eco-friendly trucks. But the $20K investment would be mainly sourced at advertisement, insurance, and training and emergency. And the eco-friendly trucks would be from separate investments from our partners and from also our pockets included. For our market analysis, we have found that 1/3 of customers prefer delivery over pickup. And we also found that customers who buy online every week are likely to sign up for subscriptions, and 47% of them either have subscriptions or want to have one soon. We have also found that 78% of international adults currently have a subscription service, and 75% believe that in the future, people will subscribe to more services and own less physical stuff. For our buyer persona profile, we have decided that our service will be mainly sourced in the United States and will be focused on at-home workers and people with tight schedules and etc. We have also found that the average consumption of coffee is 1.87 cups per day. We have also found that 64% of Americans over 18 consume coffee every day. Therefore, our demographic would be pretty large. By working with larger brands such as Starbucks and Dunkin', we will be able to target a large portion of the coffee market because they are such well-known brands, and we would not partner with Jab-owned brands, which is a German holding company, because they own brands that are not coffee-based, such as Krispy Kreme. For our distribution, we would, so for example, Starbucks would get their normal coffee from their distributors and then to their coffee shops, and then we would just simply deliver with our service to the consumers. And so then they can have the coffee that they want every single morning, evening, or night, whichever works for them. For our financial projections, it really depends on customers, but we found that for month one, we would be in debt simply just because of the large amount of money and financing that goes into the electrically charged trucks. But by month 6, we would have around $250,000, and then by the end of the year, we would have $750,000. But this all is based on amount of customers and amount of trucks that we have. For our budget, we expect the cost to take 25% of our profit, and our goal profit margin is around 10%. And our break even would take up about 3 months, and it would be at $25,000 of profits. Our services are only available for registration online, so it makes sense to advertise there to reach our largest demographic through streaming services and news channels. The most effective form of advertising would be inside the coffee shops we deliver for, email marketing, and social media. We would also especially like to have the special element of having video marketing instead of simply just picture marketing. So because video marketing tends to be a lot more eye-catching than simply just a standard picture, our goal is to be as memorable as possible. For our team, there's me, the team leader, Chloe Siegel, Lorenzo Loro, Emma Fistarl, and Holly Harper. Thank you for your time. Does anyone have any questions?
I'll go first. Let's see. So, love the visuals and the slideshow. I think it was really nice. So, let's see. My question is, do you plan on only having one truck when you start, or would you want to have multiple right off the bat?
Ideally, we would start out with 3 to 5 trucks, and then as our business grows, we would purchase more trucks.
My question, I just wanted to better understand the service that's being provided. So let's say I'm a big fan of Starbucks, and I want my morning coffee delivered at my work every day at 9:30. So is it pretty much I in the app, I say I want this drink at 9:30 every morning, and then your truck delivers it to essentially my desk right at that time?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what the goal would be, yeah.
Okay, got it. So it's literally like delivered to an exact pinpoint location.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
a lot more easy and efficient for you and to
Got
work
it.
on your schedule.
Got it. So if I don't want to drive to Starbucks, I can just say, "Oh, meet me here," and got it. Of
Yeah. Thank you.
course.
So I order a $4 large latte. What would the fee be for you to deliver it to me?
So since we plan to be partners with the coffee brands, we would not only have a discounted price for the coffee, but since we are also a subscription service, the subscription would take up the expected delivery service price. So you would basically just be paying the subscription amount and then the coffee that you want to purchase. So you'd be buying the coffee at a discounted price, and then you'd be paying for the subscription service, so there's no delivery fee, which is what the goal of our business is to eliminate that fee or make it cheaper.
So hello, everybody. My name is Kai Urbany, and I'm the creator of Life's a Wave underwater surfing underwear. So introduction, Life's a Wave is a swimwear company based out of Santa Barbara, California. Our featured product is Life's a Wave surf and underwear and underwater underwear, which is designed to provide better comfort and usability when worn. Our mission is to create a higher quality pair of underwear that is comfortable, practical, and affordable. Our vision is to create a pair of underwear that is used by surfers and swimmers all around the world, and a brand that is recognized by everyone. Our philosophy is to constantly take criticism and improve our products to always have a loyal customer following. So, problems with normal underwear. First off, bunching up. If so, as a surfer, I know I've experienced this. I have to go in 55-degree water to do a thing I really like. And so I have to put on a wetsuit that is usually 3 to 4 millimeters thick. And so that can pull up my underwear like this. So just to show you this, I have pants on, but if I'm like this and I put on a wetsuit, boom, it goes like that and it becomes very uncomfortable. And men, you understand where I'm coming at when I say that it is not fun to have a wetsuit on with bunchy underwear. So what we're trying to do is create underwear that you can wear under your wetsuit that doesn't bunch up when you pull up your wetsuit. And when you're swimming, it doesn't bunch up when you're swimming, when you get out of the water either. And most brands are pretty forgettable, right? I don't know what underwear I'm wearing. I just know it's red. If you were to ask me what underwear I was wearing, I'd just say red. But our goal is to create underwear that you know is Life's a Wave underwear. So if someone asks you, hey, what underwear are you wearing? You go, I'm wearing Life's a Wave's underwear, right? Because I can't tell you how many times I've been wearing hot dog underwear or someone else has been wearing eggplant underwear. And I've been like, that's really funny underwear. And they've been like, thanks. Solution, create flexible and thin underwear that is easy to put on with a thin line of rubber along the waist and legs. So our value proposition. This is a sheet of data collected by asking surfers that live here in Santa Barbara. And these data points are ranged from most important to least important. So first up is product presentation. So product presentation is how the company presents themselves, right? If you have a company that is all gray and early 2000s website design, you're not going to go to that website. You're going to be like, oh, this is weird. This is a scam. And then quality of the underwear, right? If the underwear is uncomfortable to have on, what's the point of wearing the underwear? And then design, does the underwear look cool, right? Does it have a cool design on it, or is it just gray or red like this underwear I'm wearing right now? And then are the colors vibrant? Are they bright? Are they dull and sad? And then the second to last is price. How expensive is the underwear? Is the underwear $300 or $5? That's a really important part. And give me 1 second. Sorry. My camera's all messed up. There we go. And lastly, and probably least important, is shipping costs, because ultimately, if you're buying something online, you're going to have to pay shipping. So Life's a Wave got a 4.16 out of 5, strong overall with a strength in color and design. Billabong, close second with a 3.883, very strong in production presentation, quality and design, but lacking in price. It's one of our more expensive ones. And then 32 Degrees came in last place with a 2.83 out of 5. But it was strong in price. It was one of our cheapest ones. I think it was like $4 for a pair of underwear. And then swim outlet, third place, 3.5, strong in quality, but falls off in price. Oops, I think I skipped one. There we go. Marketing and customer analysis. There are an estimated 3.5 million surfers in America. That's not even counting places like Mexico, South America, Portugal, Spain, France. I can't tell you how many Portuguese people I know who surf here in Santa Barbara. And 32% are under 18. That's still a market of 1.12 million people that we are specifically marketing to. And people like me, I'm 18, I'm not under 18 anymore. But right when I was growing up, when I was 14 and surfing, I was uncomfortable with not wearing anything under my wetsuit. I had to wear something. And that still is the case today. But it was always uncomfortable to put on a wetsuit. So I often just didn't wear a wetsuit because of that reason. And 40% of surfers do still wear underwear when they're surfing. Often they're just wearing trunks, but more often they're also wearing underwear. Obviously, people like my dad is not part of that group. He doesn't wear underwear when he is surfing, and he always makes fun of me for it because he thinks it's weird to wear underwear when you're surfing. But then his best friend, Mike Gordon, does wear underwear, but he also has the same problem as me. It's uncomfortable. So he wears Speedos, which is also a little weird. And that's still a market of 1.4 million people that we want to buy our product. And there's an uncountable number of swimmers. You have no idea. I don't know nobody knows how many swimmers there are. When I was little, if you didn't know how to surf, they were just kind of the odd one out, and you were left on the beach while we all went in the water. And there are 327,000 year-round swimming athletes. Marketing. We plan on getting 10,000 impressions per month using these two resources. Instagram, targeted ads for people following surf accounts like Barbie Martinez, Connor Coffin, Kelly Slater, or Lakey Peterson, just to name a few. Now, we're also going to have sponsored ads. So those are ads where we specifically reach out to the surfer and ask if we can send them our product, give them some money, and they will wear it and post about it. Sorry, a lot of locations, and they will wear and post about it. Now that's going to actually get us more buys than if targeted ads, because people will see their favorite surfer wearing our underwear, which is pretty awesome. And that's often what gets people to buy something is if their favorite celebrity is using it. And our account will frequently be posting and directing people to our website. And we'll also be using Facebook ads targeted at people who are in surf groups or following surfers. Distribution. Websites we intend to sell our products on. Websites like our own website, lifesawave.com, Amazon, and Etsy. Future distribution plans. We also plan on selling our products at various retail stores, such as Channel Island Surfboards, Surf Happens, and Santa Barbara Surf Shop, which are all located here in downtown Santa Barbara, except Surf Happens is located on Santa Claus Lane. There we go. Or yeah, somewhere around there. So financial projections. So the cost of our underwear is about $10 per unit. So $10 per pair of underwear is pretty good. With a $1.50 concession, which just basically means that on average, Amazon and Etsy are taking about $1.50 for every pair we sell. And it's about another $1.50 per unit for manufacturing costs. And marketing ads is about $670 per 10,000 impressions. Market prep is $600, which includes the photography and our models. And our website upkeep is only about $100 per year, which is pretty good. And we plan on having are hoping to have a semi-exponential growth as the years go on. So after 3 years, we hope to have multiplied by our first year 2 times. So we want to hopefully start out with 250 units sold in the first year, then 500, then 1,000 by the 3rd year.
Kai, that's time.
I can go first. I've been surfing since like 2011, so for quite a number of years now. I don't wear underwear when I surf in my wetsuit. I just kind of throw my wetsuit on and go. But I mean, I guess this is just more of a comment, but I'm surprised that 40% of people, I guess, do wear underwear with their wetsuit. That's something I didn't know. So, yeah, for me, it's more of a comment. I understand. Yeah. The business model and what you're trying to do. So, anyways. That's
I mean, like, yeah, a lot of my friends, so a lot of my friends at my dojo, I play music with, or at my school, they all wear underwear whenever they go surfing. It's just like what they do. And I even have my dad's friends who are all, in their 50s and 60s who also wear underwear when they're surfing.
So how did you calculate your marketing? It doesn't look like it's a percentage of each sale or anything else like that. So how did you calculate that?
Well, so on average, so the one I'm going off of is actually, so when you go, so Amazon has a partnership program. Oh, sorry, not Amazon. Instagram has a partnership program that you can actually sign up for different deals. And on average, it's about, I think it's about 67 cents per impression on Amazon. And that's one of the packages you can do. You can do a packet of about 10,000 and it will cost around $670.
Okay, thank you.
Our company is Super Nuts. We're making specially designed nuts for skateboards. We made this product because when you're skating, often like just through like skating and like doing tricks or just whatever you're doing, your trucks will get beat up and the coil, like the spiral on the trucks that you put the nuts on, will get stripped, and then you have to go through a whole process to fix that. You have to get a tool, you have to fix it, and it's really annoying having to do that. So these nuts will be made to prevent them from getting damaged. So they'll be made so that they can protect the truck they sit on, because they'll be longer and they'll have a protective cap for the trucks. Most nuts, as you can see in that photo, are like short and simple, but ours will be a little bit like, they'll have more length and they'll cover the end of the truck that usually gets scraped or beat by anything around it. But other than that, our nuts will be durable and affordable, just like regular nuts. Our target market is just skateboarders, mostly nearby. That means that most of our customers are going to be young teens, early adults, because that's most of who skateboards. But as we grow, we'll expand outward and we'll sell to people that aren't just nearby. We will, at first, we're going to purchase lots of nuts in bolts or in bulk. We'll purchase a lot of nuts and then turn those into our super nuts and hopefully sell each set of nuts for about $5 per set. We'll be selling at nearby skate shops, like Surf Connection is our local one. But of course, like as we grow, we'll just expand farther and farther. We can advertise mainly at our skate park, like in person, because since there's only like a couple nearby skate parks, all the skaters in the area go to that park. So we can really like advertise to everybody at one spot, because I go there all the time. So every time I go there, I see new people. And so I can just get to know those people and advertise my product there in person. And if our company grows more, we can do online advertisements, because I have learned how to make basic online advertisements on YouTube or Instagram, etc. We will have to pay about $80 to buy 1,000 nuts, which would be good for our like first big bulk of nuts. And we think we'll have to pay about $30 for metal fibers. The metal fiber is the cap that will kind of go on the nut that'll just protect it even more. So we don't know exactly how much it will all cost, because we need to kind of be able to experiment with it and like see how much it would cost to put it together. But we have a rough idea of how that would work. Our team, this is our team, me, David Ramirez, and Noe Gaona. I've been skating for 3 years, and so that's why I wanted to start this company, because I knew the pains of having stripped trucks every couple of months, or even just every month I'd have to go in and fix the trucks. So I realized this was a problem that needed to be fixed. We would probably end up needing roughly $500 to try to start it, because although it only costs $80 for the nuts and like $30 for metal fibers, that's just like our like lowest amount for like the basic materials. But we need to find a way to combine those and actually make our product, and that will have some trial and error trying to make it the most durable and effective as we can.
So so skateboard, there's two trucks per board, so that would be a set would be 4 nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, and then are you going to sell them as is, or are they going to come like in like retail packaging, like have those costs been accounted for?
Yeah, we were planning on selling like 4 nuts a piece as usual. We'll have them packaged, like they'll sell in sets of 4, and they'll come with them already assembled as our super nuts. Like there'll be longer nuts with the cap, so you'll be able to buy 4 at a time. You won't have to like put them together or anything, but you will. I mean, you'll have to put the nuts on your board, but we'll just sell them in sets of 4, and they'll already be made to be protective.
This is really very person to person type of selling. It sounds like I don't hear website. I don't hear selling through a channel or anything else. So that's how you plan on doing this.
We plan on starting mostly local, but like as we grow, we can start a website and we can start like I said, online advertisement and stuff like that. But at the beginning, it's just going to be a lot easier to sell nearby, especially because there are actually a lot of skateboarders in my nearby area, and there's pretty much only one skate park. So everybody's at that one park, and so it's really easy to just advertise locally for now. But if we grow, and then we can start to expand and get a website and like actually advertise the bigger company.
I'd like to thank you all for allowing me this opportunity. It really is a dream come true, and I'm so excited to share my ideas with you all today. My name is Gianna Stump, and I'm the founder of Joan. I have a strong passion for fashion design and helping our environment, and that's why I came up with this idea. Joan is a sustainable apparel brand that focuses on contemporary quality and comfortable garments. Our mission is to end fast fashion practices, unethical working conditions, and environmental destruction. Joan addresses the rising consequences of global warming. What many people don't realize is that the global fashion market is responsible for 6.7% of all greenhouse gas emissions. Fast fashion companies allow for the creation of thousands of different styles every day that are available to anybody with the click of a computer key. This overconsumption has created a constant process of underpaying workers and often underage workers suffering in sweatshops and living in extreme poverty. Synthetic dyes and chemicals released during these processes fill nearby waterways and pollute our air, which kills wildlife and poisons us humans. The solution is Joan. Joan creates sustainable apparel Mother Earth can appreciate. All products are made using organic or recycled materials, natural dyes, and ethical manufacturers. Joan incorporates practical features into every design to ensure comfortability for our customers. Our packaging is also recyclable. Each piece comes with specific instructions to know how to launder it to ensure its longevity. This is more complex than one might think. It includes how it should be washed, drying methods, and washing temperatures. At the end of its life, directions include guidance on either recycling or composting the garment to keep our garments from entering landfills. Our products are manufactured in the US, where workers are fairly paid and ensured exceptional working conditions. Manufacturing within the country reduces greenhouse gases and environmental destruction. The customer. My target customer is young men and women who are environmentally and fashionably conscious. They have an interest in the streetwear and contemporary art scene. They listen to underground hip hop and alternative music, and they enjoy the importance of pursuing their own creative goals while having fun in life. We will host social parties where a DJ is present, and they will have themes to support our customers' creative thinking. Joan maintains long-term relationships with customers. We will send emails every month updating our customers on upcoming collections and other news. We'll also request feedback from our orders to ensure our customers are satisfied. And if they're not, we allow free returns and exchanges. Fashion design has been a passion of mine since I was 4, and that is when my grandmother taught me how to sew. I experimented with various creative mediums, but fashion design has been the one that allows me to express myself the most. I have a lot of experience in this field, and here are some highlights. I have completed a fashion drawing, fashion construction, and product design course through the Academy of Arts University. The hoodie I designed, known as Hidden Figures, was selected as a part of the Glass Castle Runway Show on April 9th in Atlanta, which is funded by Emory University. And my Econo swimwear collection sold out at a local youth makers market, which is a pop-up shop we have here in Santa Barbara. I also post a weekly fashion blog known as Fashion by Joan on WordPress since October of 2020. The global ethical fashion market is expected to grow from 4.67 billion to 5.84 billion by 2021, with a compound annual growth rate of 25%. Our expected profitability after we sell our initial garments is $10,546. The products. Our website will be divided by feminine and masculine sections rather than men and women's sections to promote inclusivity for our customers. I would like to establish the company by distributing these 3 garments since I already have experience selling them. Here I have created a tech pack for a dress I designed called Segments. Tech packs contain all technical information about a product for the manufacturer. I already have the sample made for the hoodie and bikini, so a tech pack is not necessary for those. All products will be manufactured at Randall, USA, located in downtown Los Angeles. The Segments dress is a feminine dress made by Bamboo. The 3 separate sections can be styled with different garments. The sustainable feature is that bamboo grows rapidly and absorbs 5 times more carbon than other plants. This can be composted at the end of its life. The ability to wear it in 3 different ways allows customers to never get tired of it and prevent it from throwing it out. The Econo Bikini has a double-sided feature which allows customers to wear both colors. Econo is a type of fabric made from old fishing nets and other forms of pollution containing nylon that is turned into this sustainable fabric. This saves trash from injuring our animals in our environment. The Hidden Figures hoodie is a masculine hoodie made from organic cotton and denim sourced within the US. This supports local farmers, avoids toxic dyes, and can be composted at the end of its life. Here are my competitors. As you can see, we are the only brand displayed that will offer sustainable packaging. It will all be recyclable, which saves energy, reduces pollution, and conserves natural resources. We will release 2 new styles monthly. The durability and design of our products will support you in your daily duties and allow you to pass your garment down for generations to come. Joan is the most affordable out of all our competitors as well. Joan's main platform will be on Shopify. The Instagram account, which is already up and running, will upload new designs and post updates of our brand parties. Instagram ads will be used to reach our target customer. We will display our products in local stores. I already have offers from various local brands, such as Dylan Star, to put my collections in their stores. I will restock these stores once every month. Randall, once again, is my manufacturer and vendor who will use drop shipping to get my products to the customers. The main percentage of our startup cost will go towards manufacturing. The next biggest cost is our monthly meeting with the financial manager. A financial manager will oversee the financial operations of Joan. They will work closely with me to develop and implement strategies to plan and achieve the company's long-term objectives. Drop shipping is the next expensive cost, followed by initial Instagram ads, monthly Shopify cost, and our website domain. Selling all of our initial clothing will lead to a profit of $20,900. I would need to sell 60% of my products to hit my break-even point. I have been saving for Joan since I was an 8th grader. I have preserved $1,000 of my own money. I would need an additional $11,854 to officially establish Joan. I expect this to be cash flow positive after the first year. Your $1,000 investment will allow me to begin manufacturing these garments and establish my business. This will be the first step in saving our environment from harmful fast fashion practices. In our environmental state, it is crucial to focus on the bigger picture, which includes finding new climate solutions and reformatting the fashion industry, rather than simply picking up trash or taking shorter showers. At Joan, we believe that funding environmental research is the most beneficial way to see improvement in our Earth. 5% of our annual revenue will go towards the Union of Concerned Scientists. This organization consists of a national network of 17,000 scientists who believe rigorous analysis is the best way to understand the world's pressing problems and develop effective solutions to them. Their work focuses on clean energy solutions. Oh, sorry.
That's time. That's time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just would like to close with, we can't wait any longer. And if supporting Joan will create apparel Mother Earth can appreciate. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. I'll go. Gianna, that was a wonderful presentation. I loved it.
Thank you.
Okay, so my question is, how will you guarantee affordability based on the fact that you said the production would be in the US and that you would offer competitive wages?
So a lot of the brands that I compared my own brand to are ones that would sell similar products, but theirs are often way out of range for the average citizen. So my products, the ones I've already sourced the fabric and spoken with the manufacturer, and the prices are a fraction of the cost of my competitors. So that's how I know they'll be affordable.
Okay, thank you.
In my experience dealing with clothing and stuff like that, the initial inventory is very expensive because one product could have multiple sizes. Just take your bikini, even if you just keep the two colors and everything, you've got probably 5 to 6 different sizes you'll need to manufacture. So how do you address that?
How do I address the size?
Off the initial inventory.
The initial inventory. I'll address that, I think, mostly by offering a small range of sizes to begin with to make sure that that product is doing well, and then sort of expand from there.
I guess my question is, you mentioned you had an offer from Dylan Starr. Is it okay if we get more details on that?
Yes, so I've been in communication with Erica Brown, who is the owner, and she is really interested in what I do and my passion. So she has offered for me to put any of my products in her store.
Cool. She'd be a great resource for you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for having us. My name is Alondra Hernandez.
I'm Wendy Benitez Jaramillo.
And I'm Lisa Alonso. And together we created Smile for Life, where we create healthy habits so that youth can smile for life. So a little bit about our program is that we run between 6 Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We offer activities to children during the daycare, such as cooking, yoga, communication, journal, and gardening. A reason why we did this is because all 3 of us come from low-income Hispanic households, and we know what it's like when our parents are working on the weekends and don't have time to cater to our emotional needs. So we really wanted to develop a business that focused on mindfulness and emotional and mental wellness.
We have a large opportunity in the daycare market due to things opening back up and looking more like normal. Kids want to go outdoors, and their parents also want the same thing for them. They also want them to spend time with kids their age. We have a great opportunity based on how we differentiate ourselves from other programs. Smile for Life's key focus is emotional and mental wellness. Programs such as the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA, they are great, but they just focus on education and fitness. And in the daycare, kids are just watched over, and these programs are just offered after school or during the summer. Meanwhile, Smile for Life is a Saturday year-round program. Smile for Life's mission is to teach valuable life lessons to the youth while having a fun time. We aim to guide children into building long life healthy habits in order to sustain emotional and physical wellness.
Yes. So the problem here is that many Latinx and Hispanic parents, they have to work more than one job. They have to work long hours. They have to work during the weekends in order to afford living here in Santa Barbara because it is very expensive. And while they're working, they lose valuable time that they could be spending with their child, teaching them valuable life skills. And another problem, we're just coming out of a pandemic, and a lot of teens and children especially are having a lot of mental health issues, which is one of the main reasons as to why we want to focus especially on mental health and emotional wellness.
So we came up with a solution for that. Our solution is to create a program that helps develop healthy habits in the youth by making it convenient, easy, and stress relieving. While we do have many wonderful programs like the Boys and Girls Club and the YMCA, they mainly focus on sports and academics, while our program, Smile for Life, wants to help focus on mental and emotional wellness.
The daycare industry is fairly large and it has recently gotten bigger due to things opening back up, due to remote jobs being back in person, and also due to our program being offered all year round. Our target market are low-income parents who work on Saturdays and don't have any adults at home to take care of their kids.
Our business model. So since we are targeting low-income families, we want to get donors to be able to cover the cost of the tuition or the camp. After this, we will use part of the money in order to advertise and market, and then we will get families signed up and just get the program started, since we are very excited to start hopefully in June or in May.
Yeah, and the way that we would advertise ourselves is through social media. So Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, some of the main social media platforms, but also we would attend local events. Fortunately, living in Santa Barbara, we have a community that is very engaged, likes to have interactions. And so we would be attending events that occur in Ealing's Park, downtown in State Street, or local parades during the summer. We would also create our website so that parents could go and check out the services that we offer. And also, we would go to local elementary schools and talk to the principal, the teachers, in order to get some flyers in the students' weekly folder so that the parents are aware of our services. And lastly, once we have our first session, we are hoping that parents recommend us to more families that they think will definitely benefit from this program. And so our service consists of 6 consecutive Saturdays, and that is equal to 1 unit. And 1 unit would be a total of $360. So that ends up being around $60 per Saturday. And in order for all of the costs to be covered, we would need to have at least 7 children enrolled. And yeah.
Once we break it down, the cost may seem like a lot, $360, but once we break it down, it will come out to about $60 per day, which is less than the minimum wage. So for low-income families, this program will actually end up being cheaper than if they went with the normal daycare.
Yeah, because it would be $60 from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So it ends up being a little bit less than minimum wage. And after doing some calculations, we determined that we would have 6 week sessions throughout the entire year. And in total, all of those 6 sessions, we would have a total gross sales of $27,360. And our cost of goods sold would be a total of $17,518. And that includes fixed and variable expenses as well as our salaries. And so that ends up leaving us with an annual net profit of $9,842, which, since we plan on being a nonprofit organization, we will reinvest that money into our business.
So we are seeking $1,200, which, if we are trying to get donors, that's only about $100 from 12 donors, which, living in Santa Barbara, we know that this is very achievable. So this is our team once again: Wendy, myself, Alondra, and Brisa. We also want to give a big thank you to our teachers, Mr. DeBreeze and Mr. Anderson, which have been so resourceful during this whole process, as well as Gabriela Crisa, who made our logo and even offered to make merch for us as we progress into the future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Age of children, what do you kind of see as far as that goes?
7 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
And sorry, I might have missed this part, but where would you provide this service?
Yeah, so we would provide this service at a local park that is accessible, and that park that we were thinking is Oak Park, which is nearby in Santa Barbara.
Okay, perfect. And then at the beginning, would it just be you three supervising and coordinating the activities?
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, it's going to be us three, and we only plan to have about 10 kids. So we're able to keep a close eye on all of them.
Yeah.
It's manageable. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to confirm, so 10 kids per Saturday is what you can accommodate?
Yes.
Yeah, and those 10 kids, we would have them for 6 Saturdays. Yeah.
6 Saturdays. Okay. Does the family pay up front, or do they pay like when or just per Saturday up to 360?
So since we are getting donors, we want the donors to be able to pay for the cost of the program for the families, since the families will be low income.
Hi, my name is Jesus, one of the founders of the Omni Controller. Oh, yep. Gamers will always want to conquer the latest games. The thing is, multiple gaming companies compete with each other to appeal to their consumers by only manufacturing things that are compatible within their own companies. The conflict stops the controller from being used on other consoles and causes gamers to lose money when buying extra controllers. The extra controller is known for being worn out due to friends and younger family members who don't give as much respect to the controller. Our company would like to present the Omni Controller. This universal controller is able to connect to different consoles, taking out the need for gamers to spend more money on extra controllers. The way the controller connects to the consoles will be through Bluetooth for wireless connection and USB for wired connections. This necessity for having every console compatible means that the controller has every button, triggers, and joystick. The design is based on the modern Xbox controller because it's more comfortable layout. Its features include a detachable shell that makes our controller customizable, long-lasting, and in the long run, more affordable. There is also rumble to feel feedback from games and extra buttons for easier access. The Omni controller doesn't have direct competitors, but as a normal controller, it is competing with Xbox and PlayStation. The cost of the competition is in line with our product, but our product has more uses, making it more cost-effective. Another weakness is that competitors' shells are hard to remove and exposed to the electronics. Our controller is designed to be easily swappable and protected by metal casing. Lastly, competitors like PlayStation are inconsistent with their own compatibility due to controllers not working on older generations. The market size for the controller is giant. Today, the number of people that play video games in the US is about 244 million and is still rising. Out of all Americans, 73% own a console. These console owners are more likely to need an extra controller. Less likely to need a controller is the Americans that play games on their PC, but could still contribute to some sales. The price for the controller starts at a competitive $50 for the first year. Then we raise it by $10 each year until the third year to match the controller competition. The faceplates of the controller will be $15 and will remain the same. For the first year, we estimate that we will need 3,636 sales in order to break even, which will give us an estimated profit of 181,000. The second year, we will need fewer sales, about 3,036 sales, but to break even. And in the third year, we'll only need 2,604 sales, which give us 182,000 in profit. For advertising, we tried looking for gaming-related sites. Thus, we thought of advertising using YouTube, a site filled with gaming-related videos and content. The large number of YouTube users in YouTube looked like it would be hard to find the target market, but using advertisement targeting, The right users will be getting the right advertisements. For distribution, we have decided to use two main online retailers, Amazon and eBay. In funding, we are looking for $25,000. And with these funds, we will pay for advertising, equipment, in-house parts, employees to work on the equipment, resources like ABS plastic and metal, outsourcing controller pieces like joysticks, buttons, and triggers. And lastly, the selling fees. Finally, we get to the Omni designers. The three of us have used research and personal experience to get to the Omni controller. The Omni controller is what we believe a perfect controller would be. And that's all.
So what was the cost again to manufacture one of the $50 starting sales price?
To manufacture, it costs about $40.
And then what if it costs you 40 to make, what do you charge to sell it again?
50. The first year, the second year, we charge 60, then 70, the third.
Okay, so that leaves you, okay, if it costs you 40 and then you charge, so $10 profit.
Have you considered a type of warranty for the buyers? Is there a warranty?
It's not really needed because of the swappable faceplates, but we could, yes, have a warranty.
So hi guys, I'm Adolfo. Unfortunately, my partner Brooke couldn't be here. She was working today. But this is our senior year, and this is our last idea that we have created from our Entrepreneurship Academy. And so Brooke and I came up with Modern Collar. So the problem here is that a lot of people don't have time to iron, or they don't have enough time to, fix their collar in the morning. If you're a mom, you're in a morning rush trying to get your kids in the car. If you're a dad, I've never held an iron, so my mom does the ironing, so I don't know how to do it. And for example, this is one of my favorite shirts, and right now it's not it's not crisp, it's not sharp, it's wrinkled right here. And then this part right here isn't doing its best right now, but this is one of my favorite shirts. And so this is how I came up with the solution to my problem. So the solution here is a piece of plastic, Modern Collar. And so the problem with these is that they don't have adhesive on the side. So I couldn't use it on one of my regular polo shirts. And then these are usually targeted towards more fancy and well-dressed people because the shirts have pockets to put them in, but on a regular polo shirt, they wouldn't be able to do it. So Brooke and I have decided to add adhesives on the side here, which is, we're gonna develop that in the future so that we can use it on our everyday collar. Okay, so the market. Okay, so as you can see on the right, we have this fella here trying to flirt, but his collar needs some serious work. I'm pretty sure that if he were to use Modern Collar, he would have more of a chance of going out on a date with this girl. But my main target market is anybody from 15 to 65, maybe a household income of 20,000 or more. It's not an expensive piece of item to use, so it doesn't really require a lot of income. And then people, I would mostly target to people that use a tie for special occasions, or even just, the everyday polo shirt. And then competition. So yeah, there is competition on Amazon and Etsy, but the comfort on Amazon isn't very well, and Etsy does have comfort. However, they're very visible. On Amazon, some of them are invisible, but they don't have variety. And so they only have black and white, and on Etsy and Amazon. So Modern Collar would have like your light blues, your dark blues, white, red, all kinds of different colors, so they match the shirts you're wearing, and so they're not visible to the naked eye. And then plan to use we plan to use social media here. We plan to launch a campaign on Instagram and TikTok called Everyday Use campaign. And so you would, post like hashtag everyday use, and then you would post yourself with one of these, a better quality, whichever one you decide to buy, and then just post it. And then hopefully from there we get traction, and then word of mouth as well, because I'm pretty sure these are very useful and everybody could use one of these. Our distribution channels. So we would plan to use Amazon, as well as big corporations such as Target and Walmart, as well as our website. We would just have to make sure to not sell too many to Walmart and Target, to make sure that they sell in the time that we want them to sell, and just to not be spending money on stock and shelf life. Our projected cost. So for manufacturing, Brooke and I projected that it's going to be around $5.50. We can probably sell them for $35.99. And so our contribution margin, our profit would be around $29. We project about $5,000 for a startup investment. So like $2,000 would go towards research and development, another $2,000 would go towards marketing, and then another $1,000 would go to just buying the product, buying inventory. And then for the first year profit, if we were to sell 500 units, we project about $14,000 in profits. And so why us? So this is very lightweight and it's small. So we don't have to use a big box, which would reduce just the box size itself, which is less cardboard and less labeling and less everything. So Brooke and I were thinking of having a piece of recycled cardboard, like you see on your bottom left, and just have this shrink wrapped on that piece of cardboard with a detailed diagram of how to use it. On the cardboard itself, a QR code to increase social media. And like I said, it would be recycled. So it's small, it's, not contributing to more waste in the world. And then profit is important in every company, but Brooke and I don't, we want to meet customers' needs. So if Modern Collar would give away 30% of its profits towards charities, like for example, to planting trees, or for a cancer development, or whatever we see fit according to the year. And then lastly, our team advisors, Mr. Jamie DeVries and Brian Anderson. Mr. DeVries always wears a suit, so he's a very good person to do a research with. And Mr. Anderson always wears a polo as well. Thank you. Any questions?
So the competition, you said Amazon, there's a company sells on that. What kind of price point they selling theirs for?
They sell them anywhere from $15 to $25.
Okay,
but like I said, it's only black or white. There's no variety.
How long does one Modern Collar last you until you would need a new one?
I would think it's reusable, because like I said, we would add adhesives on the side here. Right. And so it's like a piece of tape that you would add every time you wanted to wear your polo shirt, and we would make sure that it wouldn't damage your shirt, because we know your shorts are important to you.
I love the idea. I started fixing my collar right away as you were talking. So you said the actual item is made out of recycled material, right?
The packaging, but we hope to use recycled plastic or whatever we can get our hands on to reduce the waste. And we hope to get to the point where we can actually reuse this. If it were to break in half or something, we hope to get to the point where we can reuse this and make it into a new one.
Okay, that's a good idea. Because currently, is the main ingredient plastic, or is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ava Talley, and I'm the founder of All About Lavender. As you can see, we're all about lavender. I have some right here. It's all dried. And so who are we? What is All About Lavender? Well, we are a completely student-run marketplace that uses lavender around the Cabrillo High School campus to create not just feel-good, but smell-good products. As you can tell by the images, we have a lot of French lavender on campus. Not only do we have a lot of lavender, but lavender has a lot of benefits. Most well-known is its ability to improve your quality of sleep. Also, it has been known to reduce stress and anxiety, ease depression, improve your mood, and relieve headaches. It's also been shown to reduce blood pressure and heart rate. Not only is it beneficial to smell, but its natural properties are also ideal for looking after your face and body, as they are gentle on the skin. It is naturally anti-inflammatory and antiseptic. It has been shown to soothe sunburns and reduce scarring, which is where our products come in. Our products in the making. For our first release, we're going to have 3 products available. At the moment, we have completely planned out the 3 products, and we're ready to start producing. A liquid hand soap, a bar soap, also can be used on your face, and candles. Our products will contain no plastic and will have less harm on the environment than our competitors like Dove, Olay, Yankee Candle, Bath and Body Works, and other soap and candle companies you would generally see in big retail stores, as well as other merchandise items like shirts, aprons, and cups, and etc. that we are going to be able to produce by demand using Zazzle's website. Zazzle is actually an online marketplace that allows us to create our own products with independent manufacturers using our logo as shown to the right. We are looking to target to men and women who are under 25 and over the age of 40 that live in the Lompoc to Santa Maria area with at least a high school education regardless of income. More specifically, our candles will be targeted to a primarily female demographic. Our bar soaps are targeted to a primarily male demographic, while our liquid hand soap is targeted to both men and women equally. As a key factor for the beginning of our business is customers know the students. They know people who attend Cabrillo or have attended Cabrillo in the past. Our target customers are likely environmentally cautious and looking to support small businesses and their community, as well as to strive to live a greener lifestyle. Even though we are locally owned and do not plan to sell in big retail stores, and we are also part of a school program, our range of direct customers is wider than you may think. With 44,444 people in Lompoc and 109,707 people in Santa Maria, we are able to target 33,289 potential customers in Lompoc and 67,250 potential customers in Santa Maria just based on age and education alone, which is a total of 10,539 people that may fit our demographic. We are going to be in the soap and candle industry. We have no doubts that our program will be successful due to how mature and stable the market it is. With the value of the bath soap market worldwide being around 20.5 billion US dollars, and the candle industry is valued as of 2019 at 3.54 billion and projected to grow to basically double at 6.64 billion by 2027. Even with it being a competitive market, we are confident that with the want and need for these products, we will be able to make a local name for ourselves. We predict by the end of the next school year, when All About Lavender will be a certified program working with Cabrillo, we will have an average of 1,065 sales, with the lowest us are able to get are 337 with the first year. For the first year, we guarantee at least 3,370, with the peak of sales predicted in May due to Mother's Day, National Women's Health Week, and Teacher Appreciation Week. This also is at the peak due to lavender being in bloom at this time, meaning we can make more products. But we actually do have 2 other ways of getting revenue that we currently cannot predict, like when our online shop opens in the 2023 to 2024 school year, donations and tips can also not be predicted. Marketing and distribution. So we plan on making a website using Square, which they also have these like registers we can have up in the space that connect directly to the website and tell you how much demand you have. So it'll be easier to organize, as well as we are going to be marketing via Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. I already set up the Instagram for it. And to the right is an example of what a flyer may look like that we can hang up in local restaurants like in Lompoc Mi Amores, or local coffee shops like Southside Coffee, or farmers markets where we can also sell our products eventually. And sorry. As we mentioned earlier, we have 3 products available to purchase, that being liquid hand soap, the bar soap, and the candles. And we predict that every month we can spend $250 for supplies and anything else needed, with $25 going to small business insurance with USAA. So overall, every year we will be spending $3,000 on supplies, and out of that $3,000, $300 will be spent on insurance. As well as, after we pitch our idea for the program to the principal, he can decide whether or not to hire us as staff for the upcoming school year. And that we would request minimum wage or a little over for our work. So here are an example of what our products may look like, with profits stated at around $3.40 for candles, which is around 21% of the cost of the actual product, and $7.66 for the bar, hand, and face soap, which is 76.6 around the cost of the product. The reason I inflated it so much is because the cost of making the product is not as expensive, but it also is the lowest costing product. So we have a lot more people buying that product, so we can get more profit. And $5.35 for the liquid hand soap. So a few things about myself that makes me confident that I can manage and take care of a program is my need to help the environment. And if you did not know, 93% of California is considered to be in a severe drought. And lavender is a drought-resistant plant that can be, once established, it is able to go and does not need as much water, which the plants around Cabrillo are very established. And I have also taken economics and business management, so I have a lot of experience with that, as well as I do a lot of charity work and donations. Roman Duran is a fellow classmate of mine that I have.
Time.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so I was just wondering, would you get the lavender and make it into a essential oil form and then make the candle or the soap, or you can tell me what it would look like?
So actually, we would infuse the lavender with sweet almond oil because it's safe for the skin and also safe for candle making, which would take around 3 weeks to infuse. And we do plan on getting a 9-tray dehydrator from, I believe it's EX something, and it's like the top dehydrator in the world, so we can speed up the process for making that, as well as for every product, we're going to have the actual lavender in it, also bits of lavender at the bottom, whether or not it's just for decor.
My question was actually similar to Lily's, but I was just going to ask when you take the lavender, do you then send that lavender to a manufacturer, or do you do it in-house? But you do a good job answering that.
Actually, that can actually get it more. I'm trying to make it into a program at the school. So volunteers of students, like for instance, Cabrillo has an aquarium program. They had to fight to get that aquarium program. So basically everything would be made at the school, and I would ask the principal for one of the empty classrooms. So we would be producing it there. We would be drying the lavender there. We would just have to make sure everything's safe.
Nice. And you get all the students involved with it.
So did the cost of goods sold also include the packaging and labeling?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, welcome to Plant Duck. Hi, I'm Marco. During the pandemic, I learned that animal shelters were struggling because everybody was in lockdown and nobody was adopting pets. So I started a business to help support them by selling rubber ducks on Amazon. I wanted to create a fun and easy way for people to fight against animal cruelty on Earth and beyond. We sell 3 and 6 packs of rubber ducks on Amazon, and special merch on our website, like hats, t-shirts, and mugs. Over the past 10 months, I've sold over $44,000 worth of ducks and donated over $5,000 to animal shelters. I made a fun backstory to get people interested in helping animal shelters. There's this guy named the Evil Snake King who is terrorizing the ducks, and they need your help. Each color has their own character with superpowers, and I even created a board game that comes with each pack. When you think about it, the Evil Snake King is just a metaphor for all the bad things that happen to the animals on this earth, and the ducks represent the good you can do to help. Our target audience includes parents, animal activists, and toy collectors who all purchase rubber ducks on Amazon. According to the leading Amazon analytics platform, Jungle Scout, sales of rubber ducks on Amazon total over 40 million annually. We are seeing an investment of $100,000, and with it, over the next 5 years, I believe we can capture 2.5% of Amazon's rubber duck market and hit our goal of 1.2 million in sales. We have 3 channels of revenue, the primary being Amazon, then our website, planetduck.world, and in the near future, we'll be launching a wholesale program for school fundraising. Our rubber ducks are highly rated on Amazon with over 185 positive reviews because they're safety tested in Buffalo, New York by Kima Labs to be 100% safe. They have soft little squeakers to make bath time fun, and they're specially engineered with wider wings to float upright for longer periods of time. And they come in 6 great colors: pink, blue, classic yellow, green, and red. On our website, planetduck.world, we use a POD service called Printful to help make and distribute merch for Planet Duck. Printful is a print-on-demand service, which means they help hold the inventory, and we don't pay for anything until someone places an order, which then they fulfill for us. Our third channel of revenue will be our wholesaling fund program. While selling on Amazon helps generate revenue, we would like to expand the business to fundraising teams and schools across the nation so they can help locate and support their local animal shelters. Our goal is to sell 100 ducks to 100 shelters and school groups annually, and we will help them sell the ducks by giving them marketing materials like a GoFundMe style page so they can promote and track the funds they raise for local animal shelters. We will market through Amazon sponsored ads and Google PPC search. We have social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, which have all collectively earned over 35,000 views and likes. I've even created a TED Talk style video explaining how to start a business to do good on our YouTube channel. For the past 10 months, Planet Duck has sold over $44,000 in rubber ducks and merch. On average, we're selling 400 to 700 packs of ducks per month, and we're on track to sell $76,000 in 2022 without any investment. To date, we've sold over 4,400 units, and we'll hit our break even at 6,000 units sold, recouping our initial investment of $15,000. Currently, we do believe there is some seasonality affecting our sales, as spring and summer are traditionally slower than the third and fourth quarter, which typically have stronger holiday sales. Here are revenue projections based on a $100,000 investment. With an investment of $100,000, we could accelerate our growth significantly through additional exposure to the consumer market, like more ads on Amazon and additional inventory. Our main expenses are our COGS, advertising on Amazon and Amazon listing fees, which account for almost 50% of our sale price. No wonder Jeff Bezos is going to the Mars. Our 3-pack landed is $1.41, and our 6-pack landed is $2.08 with a gross margin of 86%. After the SG&A, we're targeting a 36% net margin. According to the director of Buns, when you add it all up, medical costs, food, and housing, it costs them about $100 to care and adopt out a pet. We project in the next 5 years, we will be able to help adopt 2,260 animals annually. That's 6 pets a day, every day. We need money. To date, we've donated over $5,000 to the SPCA, World Wildlife Fund, and local animal shelters like Buns SB. I'm seeking a $100,000 loan, which shall be paid out in full in the next 10 years, equally out of profit. Here's how we'll put the funds to use. We'll use $30,000 for inventory, $30,000 for advertising, like more ads on Amazon, $25,000 to build out the school fundraising and wholesale business, and we'll use another $15,000 for sales support and PR public relations, totaling $100,000. I'm Marco DiPadova, and I'm going to build Planet Duck into a universally recognized brand for doing good around the world. And I couldn't be here without the help of my advisory board. A famous saying that motivates me and gives me gratitude is because of them, us. I want to acknowledge that I wouldn't be here without the help of my advisors. So a big thank you to my student advisor, Oliver Hatch, the head of our school at Anacapa, Dylan Miner, my dad, who always reminds me, do what you can with what you have, where you are. Thank you for your time today.
I kind of have a 2-part question. So most all of this is on Amazon right now?
Amazon is our primary revenue stream.
Okay. And then I guess the 2-part question is, in your costs, if you're working on Amazon, are you doing FBA, which is Prime?
Yes, we are doing FBA. So we don't have to pick, pack, and ship anything.
Okay. Does your cost account for shipping to FBA fulfillment fees, and then also like cost to be like on top for your #1 keyword?
Yes, yeah, it does account for that.
Okay.
So what do you see as your biggest hurdle over the next 6 months?
Could you repeat the question real quick?
Your biggest challenge in the next 6 months? You're making money, you got sales going, so what's your challenge?
Probably just getting the word about Planet Duck out to the market. It's just getting people to recognize what we're trying to do and having people basically talk about and share Planet Duck's story.
I have a quick question. Congrats on the sales. Those are amazing numbers. And aside from being a social entrepreneur and, doing the donating and being a cause, what would you say is the main difference between your rubber ducks and the competing rubber ducks out there?
Well, besides our rubber ducks floating easily and with their wider wingspan and their fun little colors, there's also the board game that comes with our packs. As you see here, we have a full thing with the full story of Planet Duck, and it gives personality to the ducks more than just a bath toy.
Excellent. Thank you, Marco. Judges, that's our time.
Thank you.
And yes, and you can go ahead and exit, Marco. And judges, okay, now you have the hard work of figuring out the winners, the first, second, and third place winners.
So again, for all 10 teams and everything, great jobs all the way across, some really, really good ideas. I did well in the presentations. Again, it always amazes me when I judge this, that I've got to think about, these are high school students, okay? When I was in high school, many, many eons ago and stuff like that, we never had this kind of opportunity. And, y'all do, and y'all taken advantage of it. And I think I've done a really great job all the way across. Even if, again, you don't win or something else like that, just the process that you go through to work as a team, to come up with ideas and try to sell those ideas, those are going to be beneficial whatever you do moving forward with life and stuff like that. And again, I think the other two judges and everything, we all agree, great jobs and stuff like that. And again, we feel we're very pleased that we were asked to judge this. And again, I think continue on whatever the outcome is and everything. Y'all keep going and stuff like that, because y'all did a great job.
Hey, I love Smile. Thank you, Joan, for that. That's amazing. And Smile for Life. Hey, that's entrepreneurial. It looks like you have Gabby and Isabella there on your phone, and they are streaming it. That's great. Okay, so we'll call it good. Yeah, exactly, John. I couldn't agree more. That the fact that all of you are here is a testament to your capacity to move ideas forward and to solve problems that are going to make people's lives better. And we just give you all the support and encouragement in continuing that forward. So now the judges are, I'm going to release the controls to the judges, so to speak, and they are going to do the award starting with third, second, and first place, and then give some overall insight into their choices for the winners. So judges, take it away.
Okay, so I have the honor of third place. So third place and everything, all about Lavender. Okay.
Hey,
Congratulations and stuff. We all felt very strongly and everything. We liked the fact it was student run. We liked, a lot of the social, the mission of it, getting other people involved. I want to say that the small environmental footprint, take in, what I thought was about, taking a kind of a base product and having 3 different products off of it, kind of building a brand. Again, that way you can know, okay, sometimes the soap's going to sell better than the lotion and stuff like that. And so again, the whole, that piece of it and stuff like that is really, I think, what kind of pushed you over, some of the others and stuff like that. And again, congratulations, and please, please move forward with that. And, again, and I think all the judges, if you need any other help or anything with developing the idea or growing it or something like that, we're available to help you with that.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the feedback. Thank you.
Oh, congratulations. Fantastic. Can't wait to hear seconds.
Okay, so I have the honor of presenting the second place, and I have to say that we chose Smiles for Life.
Smiles for Life.
Yeah. Congratulations. I think our community really needs the idea you're putting forward. And I needed that as a kid 30 years ago. And it amazes me that something like that doesn't already actively exist in Santa Barbara. So I think you ladies are onto something very special. And whenever it's something that's going to benefit your community, that's just priceless, because it's going to have a domino effect for generations. So yes, you're doing an amazing job, and we're all rooting for you. Yeah. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think good job on the phone, right? I think
Yeah,
that's smart.
I was events. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
welcome.
excellent. Do we need a drum roll or?
Yeah, I will present first place, and I will just jump right into it. First place is Planet Duck.
Planet Duck.
Congratulations to Planet Duck. Yeah, I mean, you started your presentation off coming in as a viable business. You're like, yeah, I'm coming in with $44,000 in sales, and we've already donated to the select charities, and it's truly that's truly amazing. You're already making the impact, and it's that's just truly awesome, and we're happy to see that impact happen, and we're here as resources to not only you but for everyone here that pitched today. So there's a lot of great business ideas, and there's a lot of great people here, and I speak for all the judges, everyone's very impressed.
Thank you so much. I just want to say everybody here should be super proud. It takes a lot of skill to get into this. I want to thank my supervisors, especially Dylan Miner. He helped me through business and getting this started. And I just want to take this time and just congratulate everybody.
That's so kind of you. Yes, yeah, for sure. I totally agree. Yeah, so thank you, judges, for that great work in your judging capacity. And like we said previously, not winning today does not have a reflection about what your capacity is as entrepreneurs. And it's just so inspiring with all of the challenges that we face today on so many levels, that to see all of you working your entrepreneurial skills, coming up with solutions that makes people's lives better, that helps improve the world. I feel like the world is going to be in good hands. And so keep up that work. So excellent presentations, excellent judging. I think that is going to be a wrap on the high school tier of the 2022 Scheinfeld New Venture Challenge. Please consider the Scheinfeld Center a resource to you as well. And if there's anything that we can do to continue to support the journey of you and your teachers and advisors and mentors, please let us know, because we're 100% behind you. So that's it, everybody. Have a great weekend and glow in your accomplishments. And maybe we'll see some of you next year again.